I saw a question answer thing with him today, but like a silly like.
Was it with those kids?
No, not when he says he's a coke addict.
He's a coke addict, yeah.
I was such a
Did you ever see
proper
that,
coke
Joe?
addict. Have you seen that?
No.
He's doing like an interview with these two like secondary school kids, and they said like, "What do you prefer, Coke or Pepsi?" And he's like, "Oh, I am a massive Coke addict. I absolutely."
And then he goes, Coca-Cola addict. I mean,
one of the kids even went like, "Yeah, I was going to say."
yeah.
Massive Coke addict. He said, and he went on about Coke, didn't he? So all they had to do was mention Coke, and for about 3 or 4 minutes, he was gushing over the brand Coca-Cola. He said like he'd collect anything, and then he started going on about how he used to drink so much he's got 7 fillings, so now he only has 1 a week as a special treat. And he's like, none of that diet, none of that zero. It's crap. Like only proper. And his favourite one is Mexican cola. Did you hear that bit at the end?
Yeah, but that doesn't. From saying you're a massive coke addict and then saying you only like Mexican shit.
Any Latin stuff's really like the best.
Mexican shit. It's like now this was like, do you prefer red sauce or brown sauce? Do you like gaming? Do you like? It was them kind of. It was just a silly
daft question.
Daft questions.
Trying to humanise the new.
Trying to humanise him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know when this little interview was, but like at the top of the screen it says, our first millennial PM.
Right.
Because he's like...
Isn't he like the youngest in like hundreds of years?
I don't know. How old is it?
I think he's 42 or something.
Yeah, it's like really young for a Prime Minister. He's been in politics for like 7 years, hasn't he?
Yeah. I didn't know he was that young. But like... And then he's like, oh yeah, I like game. Yeah. I love... when I was a kid, me and my brother used to play on the SNES.
The SNES.
And he's like...
He tries really hard to be relatable, doesn't he? And did you see when he was talking about McDonald's? And he was like, "Oh yeah, love McDonald's." He's like, "Yeah, if me and my daughter go, we get the breakfast wrap every time. We love the breakfast wrap." And then they were like, "They haven't done that for 2 years." When was the last time he went? He's like, "Well, he's very gaff prone. He's like the Tory Miliband, isn't he? Like when Miliband tried to eat that bacon sandwich. And did you see? When they were when the petrol was going up and the cost of living things first started, and he went to a petrol station.
He didn't know what to do, did he?
Well, that wasn't even his car. They borrowed the car from someone who worked in the petrol station, and then he couldn't even manage to fill it up like.
But that's what annoys me. It's their perception of what. That we'll watch that and go, "Oh, he's done that in a normal car." That we are that stupid and gullible.
Yeah, that guy's so humble with his £763 million inheritance fortune coming. And he still drives a bloody Nissan. That's mad. What a great guy.
I've never got that, why they think that we're so stupid. It was like all the Partygate stuff and all the lying that they were doing. Like, you're just lying. You're just lying.
Blatantly lying as well. Boris Johnson sort of... do you remember when because he really I know he didn't start lying in politics, but he sort of took it to the next level. Do you remember when he was doing his election campaign and they were like, "What do you do in your downtime?" And he was like, with this grin on his face, like, "You can't prove I don't." He was like, "I like to paint London buses. Like I make," and they're like, "What?"
Out of boxes.
And he's going
get
like,
a box,
yeah.
And then a box about this big, and I paint it it's like a bus, and he comes up with it it's like a bus, and the interviewer's going, "What?"
Yeah, but that's the point, isn't he? He had this look on his face, like, I know it's not true, and you know it's not true, but also you can't prove it's not true because you haven't got CCTV in my house. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to say it, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But why say that? Why did he have to say that?
What was the point? Why was that impressive? I don't know. Oh, I couldn't tell you that.
That's the thing. Why does it... Why did... could have just said something. Oh, I like in my downtime. I like whiskey and I like to watch. I don't know.
Coke and prostitutes. Obviously,
he didn't have to make up this elaborate story about making London buses out of cardboard, did he?
No.